Hey guys, it's April with Crafting with April. I just wanted to show you guys my Cuptissorie that I got from Texas Laser. Love this little Cuptissorie. It's great. It's small. It's sleek. Easy to store when not in use. And it'll do 2 cups at a time. It came with 2 of the spindles for large cups. Please don't pay attention to the mess on my table. My craft room exploded. And then it comes with a small one for small cups. They also sell the stands so that you can take these off when these begin to dry and they're no longer dripping, and you can put them on that spindle. So just a step-by-step of what I did. For this one I used 2 colors of pink and some silver, and kind of did like an ombre effect. I put Mod Podge on the stainless steel cup and put my glitter on it and let it dry overnight. I then came back and did another coat of glitter on this because it was lighter than what I wanted it to be. So I did another coat and let that dry overnight. I then put some Mod Podge in the areas where you see these flowers and stuck them down and then coated those with Mod Podge. And I let those dry for a couple of days. After that was done, I put a coat of epoxy on it. This is the Amazing Clear Cast, FDA approved. You can get it at Hobby Lobby. I don't think Michael's sells it. I don't know about Joann's, but I used my 40% coupon on it. It's regular like 21 bucks. But there's plenty in there to do, lots. And I think I just saw a space I missed. I'm going to have to hit. I do have some extra mixed. But you're going to put your epoxy on and let it dry. I then sanded my cup with sandpaper, and then I put my Cricut vinyl on there. I used the foil, the adhesive foil, and after I put that adhesive foil on there, I then put a second coat of epoxy. And that is what is on, and that is where we are now, and it is drying. It's still very, very wet. I just let it drip. I put a Teflon sheet under mine. That way I can put the little pieces in a cup. I can use these on cards to like water drops or on flowers on my cards. You can find something to use with them, or you can just throw them away. But if you use a Teflon sheet, you can get them off there. And that is that one. This one I did a process, and I don't see any difference. They look basically the same. This one is 4 colors of glitter, and I wanted it to look like that top layer was dripping down, and I think I achieved that. But I did the Mod Podge and put the glitter on, and then I let it dry. Then I put another coat of glitter on, and I let that dry. And then I put a coat of Mod Podge over that to trap any glitter and let that dry. Then I put my epoxy on it. I sanded it just like I did the other. You see that bare spot? I over sanded in a spot there. I just left it since the cup is for me. But you want to be careful when you sand. Don't sand too hard there on the edge or you'll knock off a chip like I did. So just carefully sand it. And then put on your last coat of put on your vinyl, and then your last coat of epoxy. And again, here I used the Cricut foil for this one as well, and sealed it up. So we're just waiting on that to dry. And if you'll notice, this one, you don't see any glitter flakes or anything like that on the lettering or anything like that. And you're not going to see it on the lettering here, but you will see it on the flowers and stuff. And that's because I did not put a coat of Mod Podge over this after the glitter dried. I got it upside down here. I apologize. I put the glitter on, the Mod Podge on. I put the glitter on. I let it dry. I put another coat of Mod Podge, and I glittered it again, and I let it dry. And then I went to the flowers and the epoxy. If you don't want glitter on your flowers like that, I didn't mind. I liked it. If you don't want that effect and you want the flowers to have no glitter on them, you need to seal it with Mod Podge and let that dry before you add your flowers. So I hope everybody sees the steps. And again, My Cuptissorie is from Etsy. It's from Texas Lasers. So if you want to get one of those, you can take a look. They're about $100 or so, and then there's shipping fees. So, but this is one of the best ones that I've seen. It runs very smooth. I have had no issue with it, and this is my second day, and it's been running almost the whole time. As soon as these drips down here, I use those for testing as well as for cards. I will touch these, and if they're wet or tacky or sticky at all, I won't touch my cup. That takes away that do you want to touch it, because everybody wants to touch it and see if it's dry. Don't do that. It will mess up your epoxy at certain stages. So just test your drips down here. If you put it on cardboard, you're not going to get a good test because it absorbs some of the moisture. The Teflon sheet doesn't do that, so it's great for testing, and you can check it and see. I'm not going to touch it because I know this is super wet, but you can test it, and once that has dried to your touch and it's not sticky, you can turn your rotisserie off because it's not going to drip at that point. So, and that's the purpose for the Cuptissorie, is so that this, as it runs, because this stuff is really thick and you don't want runs or drips because you'll never get rid of them. You'll have to, they'll just be bumps and lumps all over your cup. The rotisserie keeps that spinning and keeps it nice and smooth until the cup dries. It keeps it running and moving as it dries. I hope that helped you guys out. You have a wonderful day, and we'll see you on the next video.